Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Biking Roots, to the channel and to Texas. So on this channel, we do talk about more budget-friendly bikes because we tend to target more beginner mountain bikers, but there are also some higher-end stuff. We do have customers that have been doing this for a while that want or need some higher-end bikes. And so today we're going to talk about a nicer, higher-end one. So the bike we are talking about today is this one, the Transition Sentinel. So as far as like travel and like gnarly riding, Transition has their TR11, then they have the Spire, then they have the mixed wheel Patrol, then they have the Sentinel. They just came out with the Smuggler not too long ago, and then they have the Spur and their dirt jump bike. So the Transition Sentinel, so this isn't a new model. This is the V2. So the original one came out in 2017. This V2 version came out in 2020. And like anything, you know, during the pandemic, it was tough to get them. Now they are available mostly, and they are currently on sale. So if you've had your eyes on a Sentinel and you want a higher end bike, go check them out and see what they have. All right, so we're gonna go through the specs and features of this bike, and we'll talk about who it's for and if it's the bike for you. So as far as models of the Sentinel and prices, you have they have aluminum builds and they also have carbon builds. They start at $3,700 right now for the alloy, and they go all the way up into the carbon AXS build, which is $6,400. As far as color options, it depends on the alloy and the carbon and which trim you're kind of getting. So on the website, it goes through that, which color options you can get. This one here is the GX carbon build. So this black powder is what this color is. It also comes in a misty green. I gravitated first towards the misty green. I haven't seen it in person. So yeah, the black powder is growing on me, and really nice fit and finish, I have to say, as far as the quality, but we'll talk about the frame in a second and the specs that come on this GX build. All right, first let's talk about the frame and some of the specs on it. So this head angle is very slack, so designed to go down hills, and as Transition's out of Bellingham, Washington, they have lots of areas to fly down the mountain there. But 63.6 degree head angle back in 2020, super aggressive. Now becoming a little bit more common as bikes continue to get slacker. This is a size small frame. This was ordered for a customer. So a couple things to note. You have obviously internal routing. Now they do use a tube in here, which makes it nice to easily route, which I appreciate as a bike mechanic who has to route cables. The other thing, which is not real common these days, and actually on the Smuggler, I think it's now internal, but see that brake line that goes down? A lot of bikes, they go in there and then they come out, but Transition is known for, or had been known for, keeping the external brake line, which is very useful as a mechanic. Obviously, some will argue it's not as clean looking as internal, but I don't know. I think it's fine and easy to replace instead of running a hydraulic line. And on this size small, a couple things. You have a gear accessory mount up under here, so you can mount a tube or whatever accessory you want to mount. On the small, it's got that low standover, so actually no water bottle mount on this, but there are water bottle mounts on the other sizes. So the seat angle actually varies by size. This is size small, so it's very steep. As it grows in size, you can actually get a super long dropper post on these, which is pretty cool. If you're a tall guy and you want maximum dropper post, you can do it on this due to the way the seat tube is designed. You do have a low channel in here, which will collect stuff. So when you wash it, you just have to make sure to flush this out because, yeah, stuff collects on that. It does that on other bikes as well, so not unique to Transition. You have some nice frame protection here and your chain guard mount, which looks nice and tucked away there on the chainstay. Got your pivot here and their giddy up suspension design. I rode it briefly in the parking lot to bed in the brakes, and it feels very smooth, very nice. Obviously, I'd love to ride it on the trail, but maybe another time order in my own Sentinel. Talking about chainstays, these are 440 millimeters, the same on all of the sizes regardless. And sizing, you go from small all the way up to double XL. So reach numbers on the small, you're at a 420. and the mediums 450. You go all the way up to a 521 millimeter reach if you're a big guy on the double XL. So plenty of reach. Some other frame things to note is you do have a threaded bottom bracket, which is nice. So no press fit, which makes it easier to service and clean it out periodically. So one thing to note, not a big deal, but a lot of the new frames obviously have been coming with the SRAM UDH derailleur. This is not normal proprietary derailleur hanger, so you can go AXS, you cannot go T-type. So if you want to get the latest SRAM T-type transmission, you can't on this one. Maybe the next version they'll offer it, probably, as more brands start to use the UDH hanger. But yeah, overall though, this frame is very well made. The quality, I'm just impressed with it. Definitely a high-end product, and you would expect it at this price point, but sometimes you never know, even with high-end stuff, what you get. But so far, yeah, you can just tell the paint, the carbon work, very well made. And yeah, this is a full carbon, by the way, not carbon front. This is a carbon rear triangle as well. And you have a lifetime warranty, so some peace of mind to the original owner. As far as weight, I weighed this earlier in a size small, setup tubeless, no pedals. We were at 31.7 pounds. So not bad actually when you consider the components on it and a bigger bike, 160, 150 millimeters of travel. So yeah, not bad in weight. All right, so let's talk about the suspension. So up front, you have 160 millimeters of travel. On this GX Carbon build, it comes with the top-of-the-line Fox 36. This is the Performance Elite. So basically identical to the factory minus the Kashima coating. Instead, it's black. But you do get the Grip 2 damper, which has your high and low speed compression adjustments and your high and low speed adjustment as well. So lots of tuning adjustment on the Performance Elite. And over here they have the cool buttons so you can equalize pressure if you travel in elevation, which is pretty cool. All right, no pressure to release right now. So very nice. I like Fox products. I've had good luck with them over the years. Currently I'm on a Z1, so it doesn't have the Grip 2 and it's a little heavier than this one and doesn't have all the adjustments, but I like Fox stuff, very smooth. All right, for the rear shock, you have 150 millimeters of travel. And for this GX Carbon build, you get the Fox Float X Performance Elite. So same as the fork, basically the highest end minus the Kashima coating, but you get your rebound control, your low speed compression adjustments as well here. Then on this side, you have your climb switch. So I haven't used the new Float X, I've used the X2, but I've heard good things from people that have had this shock, so yeah, it's nice. All right, let's talk about drivetrain on this GX Carbon Sentinel. For cranks, this is the GX build, so you get the GX cranks, aluminum. These are 170s on the small. Would have been nice to see 165s on the small, but I get it. They're trying to get the best deal on components and things. So anyway, 170 30 tooth, which a little bit surprising. A lot of times you see 32 tooth, but 30 tooth chain ring on this one. And in the back, you have your GX cassette. So XD driver is on this hub, and you have a 1052 tooth range with your normal cable GX derailleur and GX chain. And you have your GX shifter. You have on the small, you have 150 millimeter one-up dropper with this anvil forge saddle, which seems nice. And in your cockpit here, I was impressed with the cockpit. They use this nice anvil stem here, which looks high quality, along with this anvil mandrel 20 bar, which looks pretty nice. And these are 800 millimeters long, 35 mil diameter. For grips, you have these Elite Flow, which feel nice. For your dropper lever, you get a one-up lever with a bearing. For brakes, Transition went with the TRP DHR Evos, which I haven't run these, but I know a lot of people like them. I've run other TRPs in the past, but feels like a nice burly grip here for, this type of hard riding. So for brakes, TRP calipers with big meaty 203 rotors, 6-bolt. And in the back, they actually stuck with 203s as well. So sometimes they'll go smaller in the back. Nope, not on this one. Big old 203 suckers in the back. So
Lots of stopping power. When I was bedding them in, I could definitely feel the grip. So you should be happy with these brakes. All right, wheels and tires. For tires, you got Maxxis Assegai up front, 29 by 2.5. EXO Plus, Maxterra compound. So lots of traction in the Assegai. And in the back, they went with the Minion DHR2, 29 by 2.4. EXO Plus protection tires. Again, lots of grip for hard riding. For your wheel set, the rims, you have a race face effect and your trace hub, which sounds nice. So not like a high engagement like the turbine or anything, but it feels fine and should be good for most people. So 148 millimeters boost spacing, obviously, XD driver. And up front, you also have the race face trace, 110 millimeters, 15 millimeter. All right, so I think that covers most of the specs and features of this Sentinel. What do you guys think? I think it's a pretty sweet spec. I think Transition did a good job. Obviously, it's always kind of tough to piece together everything at a price point for everyone and make everything flow together, but I think they did a good job speccing this out. And yeah, I'm still impressed with the weight. I mean, if you were a weight weenie and you really wanted to, drop the weight, you get some carbon bars, some carbon cranks, carbon wheel set, and you could probably get into the, I don't know, maybe 28, 29 pound range. For a 160, 150 bike, that's pretty cool. But you may not care. This may be perfectly fine for most people being at 31 pounds. All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap up the Transition Sentinel. Should I get one? Should you get one? I've had my eye on them for a little while. Now the Smuggler's out too, so if you want a little bit less travel. The weight's kind of similar though too, so it's like, well, should you get the more travel Sentinel or less travel Smuggler? Let me know what you guys think. Maybe since this has been out for a few years, let me know if you have a Sentinel and what your experience has been with it. I know a lot of people that have had them that really like them. Let me know what your experience has been. If you're local to Houston and you want to order one, like I said, they are on sale right now, so let me know if I can help. And if you have any questions or how it compares to another bike, let me know in the comments. If you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe to Biking Roots if you want to see more content like this. And hope you guys are doing well. Have a good day. We'll see you next time. Bye.